Hello everyone. After going through shooting, editing, post-processing, and editing, our work has come to its final step, previewing and rendering the film. Let's take a look at the specific steps. Video output settings. First, we need to understand the importance of video output. There are numerous video formats, sometimes requiring high-quality videos for future editing, while other times low-quality, highly compressed videos are needed for easy online distribution. Sometimes, video formats need to be output in a way that can be played on special devices. Therefore, video file output format is very important and crucial. Video import. In this section, we will use Adobe Media Encoder to select encoding formats for video output. Before rendering, it's important to know that compression will compromise the film's quality but reduce its file size. This requires achieving a balance when compressing. We want to reduce the file size and also endure the quality. Outputting as H.264 is a great choice. H.264 is the latest format defined by the MPEG-4 standard and represents one of the highest levels of video encoding technology. Some also call it AVC, Advanced Video Coding. It is a video compression standard widely used for recording, compressing, and publishing high-precision videos. One of H.264's main advantage is its high data compression ratio. Under the same image quality conditions, H.264's compression ratio is more than double that of MPEG-2 and 1.5 to 2 times that of MPEG-4. MPEG-1 is the standard for VCD, MPEG-2 for DVD, and MPEG-4 for mainstream MP4 players, suitable for all film formats. Set up H.264. Bring up the video rendering output window. Shortcut key Ctrl and M. In the format column, choose H.264, and the output will be in MP4 format. In video settings, find the bitrate setting, change the encoding to VBR, and try changing the target bitrate value. You can see the estimated file size at the bottom changing. This is the secret to the video size. Now, let's explain what target bitrate and maximum bitrate are. Bitrate is the amount of data transmitted per second. A higher bitrate means more data per second and a clearer video. Target bitrate and maximum bitrate are parameters unique to VBR encoding. VBR stands for variable bit rate, corresponding to CBR's fixed bitrate. As we've discussed before, VBR based on the complexity of each frame's image. In scenes with fast motion, the bitrate is increased to provide more sampling data for these frames, make the image clearer. In scenes with less information, the bitrate returns to normal. Target bitrate is the normal value needed for regular video coding, while maximum bitrate is the upper limit. When the picture contains a lot of information, when do we need to increase the bitrate? For instance, in action scenes of material arts film, more sampling data is needed for fast-changing frames to make the rapidly shifting range clearer. However, in static scenes, there's no need to increase the bitrate, so this part will be more compressed, making the video relatively smaller. So, how should we set up H.264? As for the bitrate value, what's the most appropriate? It should neither affect video clarity nor make the file too large. If you are outputting a 108p video, the target bitrate can be set between 4 to 8 megabits. The maximum bitrate can be set 1 to 2 units larger than the target bitrate. Based on Youku's official video encoding requirements, an average bitrate greater than or equal to 2 megabits is HD, 3 megabits is Ultra HD, and 5 megabits is 1080p. Alright, let's take a look at the software operations. Where do we set up H.264? This is a short film shot in Huayang. Let's assume we need to re-encode this short film. We can use the shortcut key Ctrl+M to bring up the rendering output settings. Here we have a circle, which is the cropping tool that lets us select a specific area of the video to export. Of course, in most cases, we do need to use this setting. Here we can crop the range we want to render and set the endpoint of the rendering. In the export settings, you can see the Match Sequence Settings checkbox. If we check this, all parameters will be set to match our original settings for maximum effect. If we uncheck it, we can manually choose the settings we want to render with. As I mentioned earlier, it's preferable to choose the H.264 encoding method. We have various presets to choose from. If we select Match Source High Bitrate, it will render at the optimal state. We can also choose based on our needs, such as HD 1080, 4K, 720, or 480p. We can also set output for mobile devices, VR, Twitter, YouTube, and more. What we often need is HD 1080p output. In the output name section, we can click to select the save path for the output and specify whether it should be saved on the desktop or in a certain document. Then we can change its name. By default, it will be named with the MP4 extension, which is the MPEG-4 format. By default, we should check Export Video and Export Audio. Now let's discuss what we mentioned earlier about the key points affecting the export size in the video. If we scroll down, we came to the crucial point, the VBR mode. CBR is a constant bitrate, while VBR is a variable bitrate. The default target bitrate is 20 megabits. We can try lowering this to reduce the video output, maybe to 700 megabits. Let's change it to 2 and see. You can see the video size has dropped to 84. If we choose VBR twice, we see it's 2. We can change this to 4, and the maximum bitrate should be twice that. Let's change it to 4 or 6. If we need an even smaller video, we can continue to lower the target bitrate. This is the main factor affecting video size. In the Publish command, you can specify platforms to publish to. For example, there's Adobe's platform, Behance, a space for Adobe designers to share their work, and platforms like Facebook, also FTP servers, Twitter, and YouTube. Alright, after setting this up, we can directly click Export to start rendering. Alright, that's all for today. Please practice diligently.